I believe we're green. We are green. Hello, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to MMS Formula One Season 5, Round 6 for the British Grand Prix. Joining me in the commentary box today is Miran.
Yes, hello Kai. Formula One returns. We obviously played catch up with the other series, but it's nice to be back with the top flight of MMS, and we're at a track like no other, the Silverstone circuit for the British Grand Prix.
Yeah, it's a historic one, of course, real life Formula One. Hosted the first race. It's kind of significant, I suppose. Maybe, just maybe. Have you heard about Silverstone? I haven't. No, but in all seriousness, Silverstone is like a big part of the season. This is where we start the second half, and this is also where we can expect a very interesting situation because of the layout. We're not using the modern one. We're using the we're using the 2006 version of the layout, so the bridge layout for all the people that recognize it by the name. We have had good racing with it last time out. Any predictions for the race, since there will be no rain despite it being in Britain? Any predictions, Miran?
Ooh, I think Harold's gonna take home the win, but I don't want to say it for sure because there's a lot of strong contenders in the top five. Speaking of people in the top five, we have someone to mention as well.
Yeah, but I think we should get to the grid for that. So here we are on the grid slots, and I'll take the first 16 cars. I can take the bottom 16. There he is, not a surprise, fifth pole position of the season, Matthew Falcon from Poland in the McLaren Honda. I don't think this is a surprise to anyone. Just like the man in P2 is in current championship leader, first driver to score 100 points this season, Harry Herhold. I mean, he's just been smashing it this season. There's no other way to call it. He is P2. And then we have Daniel Ward, the big name, big switch, big transfer from the struggling March team. And after the disappearance of Scuderia Italia's two drivers, Daniel Ward was the other driver that got called up by the Laura. And he's now in the number 22 car. And I have to say, this is a nice switch, I think, for him. I mean, instantly from, previously he qualified in the top 25, maybe even below that. Now he's P3. So there's definitely power in him and that car to deliver amazing results. P4 is Joseph Murray in the McLaren Honda, and we have Rodney Rakus, Harley Shahin, Ferrari with the new upgrades after Gilles Sundström took over as team principal. So they are hoping for a decent result. And we have Michael Valek. Big surprise, P8 for Johannes Van Der in qualifying. That Onyx seems to be good around Silverstone. Then we have Joel Michael Maher. The Ferrari kind of struggled with the setup, but they are confident for a better result as the checker flag will wave after lap 20. And then the main talking point of this race, Taman de Jong, Harold's teammate, who's on the verge of being fired. This is his last chance race, and if he doesn't deliver a good result comparative to Herhold, Jake Tilsley will take over his place in the team. So yeah, he's definitely under massive pressure of being dropped out of Formula One. Then we have Sal Saller and Radianter, the two Lotus cars line up on row 6. Interestingly enough, Lotus leads the Constructors' Championship. So there you have it. Then we have Teller, Alex Gromov, the other driver that replaces one
Hoshi,
of the Hoshi in Scuderia Italia. Yeah, the neutral driver doing decently for a debut drive. I have to say P14 is not bad. And then we have Pizzonia and Pedersen in the Rios, Wilhelm, and that's your half, sorry.
Yeah, and then the bottom half of the grid then is Sergei Kozak starting in 18th with Arkady Ukupny now competing under Emirati nationality in 19th, followed by Tobias Reaper, not the best qualifying for him in the 2. Then we have the Zach Speed of Waldinger, followed by Alexander Park in P22. P23 is Mateusz Material with Jafari Blackwood, not a bad qualifying for the man in Larus at all, as he started in 24th with Aaron Curtis in P25. Ari Soilo, IndyCar IndyCar hopeful making his debut in Formula One with March. Starts P26 with Henry J. Brown in 27th. And it's Igor Witt in 28th. Ole Katzenberg in 29th, with Conor McGuinness running at the top 30. And the final 2 cars on the grid will be Alex van der Bremt and Miran Evji in the March.
Yeah, the March team, despite the upgrades, still struggling, but there is hope for good results, I think. But without further ado, Miran, I think we should start the race. That is, about to be a classic. The lights are coming on now. It's a full set of lights. And we're green in Britain at Silverstone. Good start from one of the Williams cars. But look at Daniel Ward immediately to the inside. Herhold makes a massive mistake and Daniel Ward barges his way into P1.
Once again, we have a surprise leader coming out of turn 1 here at Silverstone. Last year was McGuinness, this year it's Daniel Ward. But now he leads from Herhold, Falcon, Rakus, and then Murray there behind.
Oh, what?
As that's FG, and his race has already ended in turn 1.
I have no words. Absolutely none. His engine just goes puff, puff, and away. And that's lap 1. It's lap 1. It's turn 1. How do you... You know what? No comment.
If bad luck was a word, if bad luck was summed up in a definition in a textbook... Oh, yeah, there's a bit of rubbing there between Ward and Falcon. But Ward defends from the Polish driver as he is now down to second. Herhold retakes the lead of the race. There's the Ferrari of Halil Shine.
Oh, Van Leer goes for...
Van Leer.
Oh, Van Leer and Valek both off. Oh, no, dear. Oh, that's a big crash.
Oh, that's going to be on Van Leer. That is naughty from the Dutchman. He forced Valiak off, and then they both tried to re-enter at the same time, and Johannes spun the car around.
That was disgusting from Van Leer. He just... what is he doing? He turns a bit into Valiak here and just clips him. That is vile, and then that rejoin is just so inconsiderate. Straight into the path of Radianta. That is...
I mean, both should have waited, to be fair, to re-enter the circuit. It was an unsafe re-entry from both of them, but Van Leer...
Yeah, but Valiak, you see, the thing is though, Valiak made it that, in my opinion, he wouldn't have caused as much.
Yeah, exactly, because he wasn't as... You know, he didn't come back to the circuit as quickly, but Van Leer was constantly on the gas, and that's sent Gromov off the track as well. And that's given, I believe, Radianto a bit of damage.
Yeah, Valiak, I don't think he... No, Valiak doesn't have damage somehow.
One of the Reals. Did one of the Reals get damage, I think?
Yeah, that's not a Real, but... No.
No, okay, then I'm just seeing things.
Yeah, Gromov with damage. Let's go on board with this Scuderia Italia driver. Not... I mean...
No, nothing could have done there.
Yeah.
I mean.
He just accepted his fate. I think Pisonia might have gotten damage. No. But it is Kyle Wilhelm, I believe, of Zaxby that got damaged. So unlucky for him. But yeah, drama on the opening lap already. That is not what we expected. It is Herhold, though, in the lead, followed by Daniel Ward and Falcon, as well as Rakus. Then we have a bit of a gap, followed by the 2 Lotus cars. That's Alexander Park in the points in the AGS. That's very surprising.
Yeah, it's not the first time he's in the points. Obviously, he secured a points finish at Imola 3 races ago now. As there's Material and Henry J. Brown going at it. Curtis going to try to get the Portuguese driver there on the inside line, as he was a bit too preoccupied with the Ligier of Material. As Curtis into the final corner will get Brown, so that brings the Irishman up into, what would that be, P15 and into the points.
Park is Scottish.
What did I say?
Irish.
Right.
I don't think that's offensive, but still. Anyways, on the team radio, as I always have a look out on that. Oh, never mind, there is Tamer de Jong, let's see. Free wide moment as Michael Maher. Wow! That was beautiful.
Michael Maher obviously hasn't had the greatest 2 races, but it is really evident that the German has the pace to compete. And I think if he continues this pace, he might be on for a very, very good result today. As Ward goes on Herholt there on the inside line for the race lead. As the man in his first race for Scuderia Italia, already impressing as he's going to try to tackle the championship leader and world
He's
champion
done
Harry
it.
Herholt round the outside. Yeah, he's got him.
And Falcon follows him through. What a mugging from Daniel Ward. Look at this, Khalil Shahin as well trying to get through Rakos. Also, it's confirmed Van Leer has been banned for 3 races for his incident.
Ay, ay, ay.
As
That
on the radio,
is-
he apologized for the accident. As Aaron Curtis, speaking of the Irish, he says that Van Leer has never changed. Damn, that's harsh. That's harsh even from Curtis. No other penalties. We're following the field. Not much happening here apart from Michael Valak making his comeback. I think. I mean, Van Leer is still allowed to race, but no matter what, he will miss the field for 3 races, and that's massive because then he's gonna be back for the final race of the season. So he pretty much is out of any hopes for decent results.
That's a shame, but honestly, I couldn't see him dragging that thing into any sort of contention for the championship.
That's a McLaren.
Oh no!
In the Honda reliability issues continue as Matthew Falcon's car once again DNFs due to issues. That's the most bizarre DNF I've seen. It just looks like he gave up on life.
That's such a shame, though. As there's the 2 Ferraris doing this, Michael Macker and Shahin doing it back around. As
And
there's the
that's
Benetton
of the Young. He's
yeah, he
trying
got
to
a bit.
keep his seat.
Yeah, he caught a bit of a slide there as was trying to get past Rodney Rockers. There's the 2 Lotus in the background having a bit of a scrap as well. But De Jong, eager to prove himself here at Silverstone. Obviously, the race last season where he did make his Formula 1 return with the Benetton team. He's going to try to get past the very experienced Finnish driver, Rodney Rockers. As Harold's now going to try to...
speed.
That was incredible, and that means that Harry Harold retakes the lead of the British Grand Prix. But it is not going to be... I don't think it's over yet, as the home hero, Daniel Ward, is going to be pushing for that first win in his career. Obviously, remember, he scored a podium on his debut here last season.
Yeah, so he knows what to do in the car. That's a given as that's Henry J. Brown trying to get through Waldinger. I have to say that Osella looks beautiful, and in the hands of Henry J. Brown, it does deliver some decent results.
Yeah, it's not real. It's pretty good, pretty well done from Henry J. Brown. Has been constantly qualifying for all the races. Murray tries it on De Jong. He's had quite the poor exercise. Saller was trying the move, but he got absolutely mugged by his teammate Radiantor there. Radiantor, who is not looking the best at the moment, as he's obviously competing for the championship now with his race win at Monza. That DNF at Hockenheim cost him quite a bit, so he'll be looking to make up a lot of positions here in this race.
Also, Miran, I have some news from the paddock. Apparently, there's been a massive uproar in the garage of Van Leer upon hearing that he will be banned for 3 races, and apparently we can expect a protest on the penalty.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. Either way, though, we're going to see this as Ward is in the slipstream of Harry Harold. Will he try anything into the first corner? No, he does not. Stays behind the world champion, waiting for his time to strike as they're going to head into Maggots. Doesn't try anything there. Obviously, it's very dangerous to try and move into Maggots and Beckett's. Very high-speed corners, obviously. But these two fighting amongst each other, that has brought the 2 Ferraris into play, Shahin and Michael Macher.
As Michael Terra has damage, but I also wanted to notice, look at the hands of Khalil Shahin. That's literally how Jean Lazy drove his car, but Daniel Ward now moves into the lead, replicating the move on Michael Maher. Michael Terra retires due to a gearbox failure.
That's a shame for Michael Teller, but nice stuff from Daniel Ward. That was clean, and it was very, very well executed as Hairholt's now under pressure from Khalil Shahin there in 3rd, as Michael Macher's there in 4th, and now Rodney Rakus joins. Or is this Rodney Rakus? Yeah, Rakus joins into this little battle.
Yeah, Rakus with a lot of hopes for scoring some nice points for Williams after he missed qualifying in Germany due to mechanical issues. So
I mean, yeah, Rakus is going to want to get that consistency a bit more up. Obviously, he's had 2 podiums, and which are his only 2 finishes of the season. 2 has been DNF, and one's been DNQ. Obviously, the Flying Finn will be wanting to score a lot more points in this later half of the season as Harold dives down the inside of Daniel Ward, and he makes it stick on the Scuderia Italia car. Very, very nice battle we're having between Ward and Harold, and we're going to have a lot more guys involved in the battle for the lead now.
Yeah, as on the radio, Van Leer is, I think that's the furthest thing from happy I have heard. Okay, let me read the message. So the Stewards have decided to give you a free race ban, and wait, Waldinger's in. That's Alex van der Bremt, and Waldinger is out of the race due to a gearbox failure, but that's Alex van der Bremt also out due to a mechanical failure. So attrition is high. And the Cologny dream is sadly over. I think the suspension collapsed, actually. Oh no, it just looks that weird. No, I think the suspension on the front collapsed. Hold on, look at the right height. Look at the front of the car. See? It dipped.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the suspension failure then.
Yeah, that's a suspension failure for Alexander Bremt. You just overdrove the car, I assume then. But yeah. That's my. Oh no!
Oh!
Michael Maher was told to hold position. Luckily, no damage for anyone. But yeah, he did not listen. He tried to send a move onto his teammate because he was just too slow, and that results in a bit of a spin for Michael Maher.
That was quite the unsafe re-entry from Schual as well.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, but getting back to the Van Leer messages, I was rudely interrupted, and I'm still being interrupted because it's Max Pizzonia making a nice move. The Brazilian trying to make up some ground in the real as he's overtaking Joseph Murray. The reigning champion is mudded.
Yeah, Murray is not having. I guess it's just a classic case of second season syndrome.
Oh, look at Shahindo.
Yeah, Ward was trying it on the outside of Harold and he just kind of lost traction. And this has really given Shahin the opportunity to strike.
Oh no. Hello? 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 Oh no. No, don't do this to me, game. No.
Oh, we're good.
Oh no, we're not good.
Oh no! And there's contact, and that is going to compromise Daniel Ward, and he's sent out of the podium. Rodney Rakus is going to get 3rd place from Daniel Ward. That's an unfortunate incident for Daniel Ward, but it could have been much worse. But either way, that has sent the man who was competing for the race win down to 4th. But still, there is quite a bit to go in this race.
As I will now continue with the radio message. Are they bloody delusional? Yes, it was my fault, but 3 races, what the actual bloody blood are they on about? Calm down, those stewards are on some stuff. Is assaulting stewards verbally allowed? I'm wondering. I'm gonna need the paragraph. As Michael Maher goes to the inside of de Jong again, that's aggressive. But on the outside, I think the Ferrari... No, he doesn't hold it. But I think de Jong actually might secure himself a seat if he gains 1 more position in this race. As also de Jong complained that apparently he has damage from Schuel's region, despite Schuel hitting him in the front wing. So I think he's feeling something wrong. As that's Pizzonia on the outside of... Oh, yeah, Michael Maher might be struggling.
Waldinger's out.
Oh, yeah. Also... Oh, no, we showed it. He had a gearbox failure.
Alright.
As Shahin now battles with Herholt for the race lead as...
Yeah, there he goes.
Yep.
And on the inside, and he swoops past Harry Herholt, just like how Herholt made the move on Ward. Shahin is past the South African, and Ward... Oh, yeah, that's a bit... Oh, no! And Rakus gets it all wrong there, as he clips the back of Harry Herholt, and that was... and look, Ward's had a bad exit there, so Rakus is back up 3rd.
Yeah, he had an engine power cut, so that's worrying for Ward. As Michael Maher receives a warning for that unsafe rejoin, but Raku's such an aggressive move as Hans Saller sails through Ward. But
I think something's wrong with that Scuderia Italia car.
I think he might have had a misshift, you know. Oh no!
Oh, Rakus, no!
Oh, really?
And that's
the beef is real, I suppose.
Yeah, that's an unsafe re-entry. I'm not surprised that that'll be a penalty.
That's probably going to be a warning, yeah. It's not penalty worthy, there was no damage, it's Michael Mahano on the back of Ward, trying to make up some spaces as Radianta gets through Pizzonia. Rakus does receive the warning. As we can see now, Ward all over the back of the Finnish driver. He's not gonna let him go. Now Lizzie Shahin leads the race from Herhold. I think Herhold is not gonna let it slide like that, though.
I don't think he will either. And I think Herhold is definitely going to try it into the first corner as De Jong battling with Radiantor there. As Radiantor will get him on the inside. There's Reaper in the background who's actually getting involved into this. I was not expecting that.
Oh,
as
Michael Maher has an issue. Michael Maher had a engine power cut as well, but he's fine. He continues on. As apparently there's something...
He's going to try it on the inside. I think he tried a move there into Maggots, but I guess he backed out of it.
Yeah, as apparently the young team want to report something to the stewards. Don't know what, but apparently something made him lose a place. I guess they're really desperate for gaining positions,
I guess they are.
As we move forward, ooh, Murray nearly slides out. Sergei Kozak, though, I have to say, he's been the quiet surprise of this race.
Yeah, Kozak's been not doing too bad at the moment.
Back to the front, it is Herhold now into the lead of the race. We already shown that, I think. I'm partially conscious of what's happening at this rate. As, yeah, not many moves being made here, but the pack is bunching up once again on board of Henry J. Brown. He's on the back of Aaron Curtis, trying to get himself closer to points. But it ain't working, and then you have Jafari Blackwood, who has been impressing, I think, everyone on his F1 debut. You know, he's not in a good team, but he has the qualifying pace to get himself into races. As Shaheen has retaken the lead of the race. Wow.
Ferrari look... Yeah, it's a very nice move from Khalil Shaheen, but Ferrari looking a lot more competitive, especially now under new ownership. But, yeah, obviously they seem to have brought significant upgrades here to Silverstone, and Shaheen finally given the machinery to be able to contend for the race win here is really great to see.
As that's Rakus onto Salsaler, easy move from the Finnish driver. No, the Estonian fights back, side by side. And I think it will be Salsaler's position, but he might have the spin on the curb, and he has a half spin. And Daniel Ward catches back up immediately as Herhold is following the trail of Shaheen. He's pretty much on his gearbox as they're going to go into the chicane, and it is Herhold's attempt of a move. He goes to the inside, they go side by side, and Shaheen squeezes him onto the exit curb, and he gets the position. He parks the boss on the line, but Herhold still hangs it on the outside, finds the extra speed needed, and that's the South African world champion back into P1.
Yeah, I mean, two drivers, very, very mature and very...
Oh, Pedersen out of nowhere. Sorry to get into your commentary, Miran, but I did not suspect that from Guttorm.
Yeah, I mean, he's not really been... We haven't seen much of him this race, so it's nice to see that the Norwegian driver in the Real is making moves. And yeah, Kozak tried it on the inside, just found the opportunity there to go for it. That was beautiful from Guttorm Pedersen.
Yeah, he doesn't take the position, but bad news. To the left of your screen, it's not a good race for Onyx.
No.
Brake failure for Arkady Ukupnik. Oh, sorry, Arkady Ukupnik the fourth. The fourth, yes.
And that brings the sixth retirement of the session. As here we go, the battle for second place then between Rodney Rakus and Khalil Shaheen. As we go on board with Saul Saller, who's running a very, very good fourth at the moment.
Yeah, I have to say, the Lotus cars, they don't have the greatest qualifying pace. At least they didn't in this round, as there's Shahin to the inside. And he has a half-spin, heralds back into the lead. No, Shahin on the outside tries to hold it, doesn't. Rakus goes to his inside. Shahin is blocked now by Herald, and that's Rakus into P2. As Ward tries to make a move, somewhere weaving about. Rakus, though, doesn't finish here. Oh my days, he's so aggressive today. So much contact, double contact between the two leaders.
Yeah, Ward had a massive slide, but Rakus, this man, he wants the race with. He goes on the inside. Harry Herald tries to challenge on the outside. He can't do much, and that is Rodney Rakus forcing his way through into the race lead. That was, I mean, textbook definition of getting your elbows out right there. Oh
Just
my goodness.
Getting a replay there, that was massive. That was a massive moment for Radiantor on the back of Ward. But yeah, fantastic racing in here as Ward now goes to the inside of Shahin. Shahin dropped like a stone in water as Ward might get the Ferrari here on the straight. He does. At least he tries to. It's not going to be an easy thing, especially since he has 4 cars behind him. He goes to the inside. It's not a successful maneuver. Michael Maher tries to get involved. There is the Young. There is also Max Pizzonia, out of all people, battling in this pack. And then we have the top 3 vigorously battling for the lead of the race, as Herhold tried to do something on the Rakus but didn't really work. As Curtis is ordered, oh sorry for the voice crack, Curtis is ordered to pass Material as he is holding them up, obviously. Material in the leisure, Herhold goes into the lead of the race. Rakus might send a re-overtake attempt as Ward has been overtaken by Michael Maher in the back.
No! Oh, that is absolutely heartbreaking for Harry Herhold.
Oh my god. When was the last time he retired?
I can look that up right now.
Yeah, can you look that up? Because I think he hasn't retired a single race this season. Yeah, Herhold has finished every race this season, and this is his first DNF.
And last season as well. His last retirement was, when was it?
Season 3?
It was season 3, the Malaysian Grand Prix.
My.
That's gotta be his first retirement in almost 2 seasons.
And it hurts because his championship rivals are going to benefit from that, especially Giuseppe Radiantor, as there is Halil Shahin going for a move onto Rakus. He gets the lead of the race. Not really, Rakus still tries to hang it. Side by side, Shahin has the better line, and Shahin is into the lead of the race as Michael Maher is about to join his teammate in this fight. Daniel Ward close behind. Max Pizzonia is now up into 7th.
It's great to see that Real are having a very, very good race at the moment, but Shahin has taken a very, very big opportunity from this, and he now leads from Rakus and Salsaller in 3rd, who's still hanging on there very, very well. And Michael Macher now, who's looking to secure his first podium of the season, quite surprisingly, as I think he was having a look on Salsaller, but he got a bit compromised on exit as he tried to adjust his line. That's going to bring Daniel Ward a bit closer, as we see all of these guys heading through Maggots and Beckett. Rodney Rakus, who has been just fierce today. I mean, that guy is absolutely pushing the human limit of himself, and that car is going to want to try and get past Halil Shahin now.
Yes, he goes to the inside immediately. He's not waiting, and he gets the lead of the race. Has a bit of a slide on the downshift, but he has a gap, and Alsa Salar, I think, will pull a move onto Halil Shahin. No, he doesn't, as Michael Maher's coming in. The pit stop window is open. We completely missed that, as on the radio, Tamer de Jong concerned about the car, concerned about her.
Oh, Valak's on wide.
Yeah, Valak has made a massive mistake, couldn't get the grip, the tires are wearing off now. This is the crucial point of the race. Sasala tries to go into Shahin, his fuel is also running down. Rakus does not have any of those issues, as Igor Vitt is out of the race, I believe.
I think that must have been a failure as well.
I think at least yeah, Igor Vitt, and Katzenberg is out as well. Oh no, and Blackwood, what happened? We just lost 3 drivers. Okay, so this is Vitt. Vitt just suffers a brake failure.
Yeah.
Blackwood's, okay, Katzenberg's engine explodes. I mean, it is a Euro run.
Yeah.
And, oh no.
Dear. I think that probably is a failure as well.
Oh my lord.
Oh, we couldn't get it stopped.
What speed is this at?
That is very scary, especially as
200 kilometers per hour. No steering, nothing. He probably slowed it down to 100, right? Because he went for gravel and all that. But the whole car just shut off. This happened to Van Leer in season 3 at Nürburgring. He should be alive, but I can suspect he's not gonna be feeling himself.
Yeah, that's a big shame for Blackwood.
Yeah, because the car just kept going. You can see all the wheels spinning. Oh man, yeah, that's bound to be... He will feel it tomorrow, especially. It always hurts more on the second day. As, Rakus leads the race. Shahin is the first car to come in.
Now the question is, will the famed MMS Formula 1 undercut work here? But Ferrari, both Ferrari cars in, and you have Radiantor in as well, followed by Max Pisonia. Now the biggest thing for Shahin here is just not to be held up, as you had Pedersen there try a move on Reaper.
Oh, it's a long stop for Shahin.
Oh,
13.8, not the worst stop, but it could have been better.
Comes out ahead of Radiantor and Michael Macher, so...
He keeps his position.
Yeah, it could have been worse. Oh no, that's Katzenberg, okay.
As there is Ariso, oh man. Yeah, that March is not feeling him alright. I think with each lap in the race it just gets progressively worse. As there you go, there is your top 3, and those are the people that hope that the overcut will work for them.
Yeah, as Soller tries to defend. Yeah,
he actually went more conservative on the field, probably because he's, on the thin line, so to speak.
Yeah, he's just trying to lift and coast to make sure it doesn't run out of fuel. As Ward is gonna try and press the advantage here on the Estonian in the Lotus, as Ward obviously isn't pitting.
Yeah, Ward is doing the long run. He's known for this.
Yeah. Remember, he did this last season here, and what happened then? He ended up with a podium.
Thing is, will he manage to finish? I mean, the yellow light usually likes to stay on for only 2 laps. This is his 3rd lap, so
it's gonna be tight.
Yeah, he's gonna be tight. Reaper as well, doing the long strat, and look at the pit lane hell that has been opened. Yeah,
it's absolute rush hour in the pit lane at the moment. That's not nice, Mihail. But
I don't think Rakus will leave the pit lane. Oh, never mind.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Thank.
But
Salsaler's in front of Murray. There is Murray.
But you have to say though, Scuderia Italia are taking a huge risk with this strategy.
Wait, Arisoli is not coming in. He's
fine.
He's fine. He's not even on the yellow. Is that car that slow that he just will not pit this race? I mean,
this is the genius March strategy.
I mean, kudos to them if they actually pull that off.
Just make the slowest car possible, but have the best fuel mileage.
But when you think about it, it makes sense, right? Because
then
there is no risk of messing up the pit stop if you don't make a pit stop.
Why pay extra for a pit crew where you don't need to pit?
Yeah, just pay for the engineer. I mean, March is struggling. There are rumors that they might actually not make next season.
As Ward finally comes in for a stop. Now this is going to be interesting. Shahin's stop was a 13 or 14 second stop. So he'll be hoping for basically anything less than that. As Reaper behind comes in as well now.
Alexander Park is running even longer.
See, when does Ward come out?
Now. Okay.
Yep.
But he's gonna rejoin in front of Rakus. Yeah, no, behind Rakus, but he's gonna still be in close proximity of him.
Yeah, that should be second place for Daniel Ward. So the undercut, or sorry, the overcut has worked for Daniel Ward. And yeah,
it's an AGS 1 and 2 as 2 cars are out of the race. Oh! What the hell happened here? Oh my god,
Oh!
Okay, wait. So
Oh.
material. Oh,
Yeah.
his car just goes off,
Had a failure in the pit lane.
and then
oh my goodness.
McGuinness just comes piling in.
Now,
Okay,
Conan,
material is so lucky here because look, he just hits his wheel. Material is so lucky, but McGuinness, that's gonna hurt.
that's gonna hurt. I'm pretty sure both of them are gonna feel that in the morning.
Yeah. Ooh. Especially material. I mean, look at the onboard of his accident.
He's so lucky there's not a cone or like the barrier there on the left. If that would have been a barrier on the left, that would have for sure been an injury.
Yeah.
But that is still quite solid.
Yeah. The hit on the rear was heavy.
Very
then
heavy.
boom.
And then
Yeah,
the
but
second one.
Such a weird crash. I don't know. Did he? I don't know if he ran out of fuel. It looks like the rear brakes locked up as he tried to enter the pit lane.
Yeah, probably. I guess the brake temperatures were a bit haywire. But that's a big accident for Mateusz Material. And I'm not surprised if that's going to be an injury for him.
Hopefully not. But you never know. You never know with injuries in the sport. As Raku is now just trying to get this race done cautiously, you know, there is no point to push anymore, I think. You just want to save this.
Yeah, for sure.
As that's Valia getting past Radianta. Radianta not really hitting the mark of the strategy, losing positions. As Reaper has gained a lot on his strategy, De Jong losing a lot. As he was 6th. Now, with those cars pitting, that's only 3 cars, he would be 9th. So, strategy not working out on the Benetton department. With Herhold out, I guess it all just kind of crumbled to pieces. As there's Alexander Park.
Is Ari Soido ever gonna pit?
Yes, he's coming. I think he's pitting next up. But look at this, Alexander Park 7.9. Wait, don't.
You do not tell me this strategy is actually gonna work.
He's 7th.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding me? As Kozak is out of the race, I'm about to check it, but. Oh yeah, he retires in the same spot that Kupnik did. Kind of poetic considering both are Dead's drivers. Yeah, the engine just shuts off, yeah, there is smoke. Where there is smoke, there is fire. Well, no. Childhood memories kicking in. But yeah, there is Joseph Murray battling Alexander Park. In what?
That's a sentence I never thought I'd say this season.
Yeah,
right
same.
here.
But yeah, easy pass on the AGS. I mean, that's what we should expect, right? I mean, it's an AGS. As Soilo is defending from Salsaler, Soilo is coming in this lap, but the overcut might actually work for him. That's the thing. As on the radio, De Jong saying the strategy is ass. When will you guys ever give me a good strategy? I think they gave him a few good strategies in previous races.
Yeah.
It's just
but this one was...
Yeah, this one is bad, but then again, De Jong was never in a place where that car should have been. As oh my days, this is a battle for the lead.
Yeah, here we go. It's Ward versus Rakus for the race lead. I think Halil Shahin could be grouped into this battle as well a bit later on. Obviously, as we know, battling tends to bunch up the others to the car behind. But Ward then
free to
all
go
over the back of Rodney Rakus. It's not going to try anything into Maggots and Beckett's, obviously.
Oh, are you sure? This is Daniel Ward we're talking about. He is a bit in the crazy department, so to say. He knows how to
I'd say
make a move.
Rakus is in the crazy department. Do you remember the
today,
moves he made on Herald?
today he has been kind of crazy, but again, Finnish genes, I suppose. But Ward knows how to make a move of few. But there is Shahin, but Ward blocks him, and he gets the lead, and that compromises both of his rivals. As Soil leaves in 16th. Soil is in the points.
Shahin got boxed in there. He was trying to move on Ward, and then Ward was like, no, I'm going to go on Rakus, and then he made the move for the lead. But, yeah, now the battle for P2 is going to kick off here, as Rakus is losing a bit of time on Danny Ward. So we'll see what Shahin can do to try and take second away from the flying Finn, Rodney Rakus.
Yeah, Rakus made a mistake on the exit of the chicane of Club, I believe that's the name of it. Vale. I don't know the names of Silverstone. It's
Neither do I.
It's like,
Even worse that this is the old layout, which I don't know anything about.
yeah. All I know is Maggots, Beckett's, and Luffield.
Yeah, Luffield.
Yeah, and Hanger
this-
Straight. Yeah.
This is Woodcote, right? I think. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what.
And then you come down this straight, and then it's into Stowe.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh,
no, it's
speaking of
Cops.
into Stowe, there goes Rakus. Barges his way.
That
in.
was not Stowe, that was Cops.
Yeah, that was Cops, sorry. Yeah, Stowe is the other corner, as here we go. It is now a four-way battle for the lead of Michael Maher now joining his teammate, and soon Sal Saller will join in on the fight, as De Jong is leading a train of cars. That's not helping his case.
No. It's Reaper, Valyak, and Radiantor there, but he's actually catching up to Max Pisonia, so...
As there goes Halil Shahin, does he complete the move? No! He slides and Ward on the outside. This man is insane today. He gives us such joy. He gives us such amazing moves, Daniel Ward. He is absolutely stunning today.
Ward once again proving that he is a great driver, and yeah, I don't know.
I think Ward can be described as one in a generation talent.
Yeah, maybe he's a future world champion, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, the next season a few teams will be looking for top drivers like Benetton. So who knows, maybe it is Ward's time to shine. As speaking of him, he catches up to Rakus into through sector 3. We're about to start a final lap. Miran, you know what usually happens on the final lap of the races in MMS.
Yes, indeed. Goes back to the old saying that we always bring up, it's never over until it is over. As it's going to be Rakus, Ward, Shahin, and Michael Macher, and even Henrik Salsaller, who could get roped into this, as Shahin has a look on Daniel Ward. Doesn't get the best of exits, so as they're going to head into Maggots.
Let's see how they go for Maggots and Beckett's. Ward is gaining time, but he's low on fuel. He's going to have the lightest car out of the bunch here, I assume. As I accidentally rhymed. Bro, what was that? Back to the top split, so to say. It's still tied. There is Michael Maher onto his teammate. Michael Maher is on the podium now. Is the suffering going to end for the German driver as Ward is catching up to Rodney Rakus through the chicane? I think he's going to be right in the gearbox on the exit. Rakus slides a bit, so does Michael Maher. No major accident, as there is Max Bizonia maybe thinking of a move. Doesn't really commit to a move on Alexander Park. Not many overtakes being done, but here we go. Ward is right on the back of Rakus. He doesn't send it into the chicane here. He's going to wait. Rakus is sliding about. The tires are done. It's gonna come down to the final sector, but I think Rakus has it. I think Rodney Rakus is going to win his first race of the season.
I think it is gonna be for Rodney Rakus. Williams have done it once again here at Silverstone. Last season it was Stella, now it's gonna be the full-time man Rodney Rakus, as he only has one corner to go. Rodney Rakus sees the checker flag first at Silverstone as he wins the British Grand Prix. Once again, Williams win at their home race, and Rodney Rakus takes his first win of the season, and in what style as well.
Yeah, what a drive. Daniel Ward P2 though. That's one hell of an achievement for him, switching the teams and instantly showing the results. Now we're just waiting for Ari Soila and then the cars that got damaged in the...
Oh, come on!
He's done it. Ari Soila scores a point on debut as the Judd engine at the back of that marsh is running down. Alex Gromov outside of points, but still qualifying not bad. He did get involved in an unlucky accident at the start of the race, so not much you can do after that. Still though, decent result I think for Alex.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, he made the best of what he could, I guess.
Yeah, and there is the naughty man. Oh, it's always the tale of Van Le, isn't it? Oh, the race is not over here, I think, at least for him. It's just going to be a long night and a long afternoon in the steward's office, debating his penalty. And there's Carl Wilhelm just finishing the race after also getting damage on lap 1. Fastest lap goes to Michael Valek, and there is your race winner, Rodney Rakus, coming into the pits. Yeah, driver of the day.
I want to give it. I mean, there are so many people I can give it. I mean, I'm between Rakus and Ward, honestly, but I'm gonna give it to Daniel Ward. I mean, I think a few more laps and he would have got the race win there. So really, really well done from him. And I have to give it to Rodney Rakos as well. Very fantastically done to him. But yeah, Daniel Ward gets my driver of the day.
Yeah, also honourable mention to Shuel Michael Maher, P9 to third. Good stuff. It's so nice to see Shuel finally on the podium.
Yeah.
As he's celebrating heavily on the radio. Yeah. As material on the radio saying that the crash was painful, but he is okay, at least, when he said the message, so hopefully not many issues for him.
Yeah. Either way, it's been a pretty good race, honestly. We've had a lot of battles for the lead.
Yeah. Next race in Formula 1 is the Belgium Grand Prix. You know what that means? A full field race at Spa.
Woohoo!
It is a sunny race though, so there is no chance of rain spicing the race up. So,
yeah.
Also we're gonna catch up with Formula E with the British E-Prix, as well as Formula 2 being also sometime soon. But yeah, Ivan Kai.
And I'll be Miran.
And we'll see you in the next one. Be sure to be safe, everyone, wear your seatbelt, and bye-bye.
Goodbye.